A 2008 Honda Shadow 750. These are great bikes, entry-level bikes. This bike is really nice and has stupid low miles on it. This is a 750 Spirit. 70 miles, 3,100 miles. How is that possible? Didn't even choke it. Does it have a choke? It does. Didn't even need it. Checking my text messages. Of course. Let's see how this thing rides. Now this is a great entry-level bike for you know, for a guy or you know, somewhat bigger person, an adult, you know, maybe even someone smaller. It's also a good like mid-level bike for a girl who's looking to get out of that Rebel and get something that's, you know, can cruise on the highway a little bit better. This particular one is super clean. It's in really good shape. And the good thing about the Honda Shadows is they're just good little bikes, you know what I mean? Nothing ever goes wrong with them. It's not like, it's not the fastest thing out there, you know what I mean? It's not real twitchy or anything. But you're riding it and you never, you know, you never feel like, oh, this thing's super slow, unless you're like cruising on the highway trying to pass somebody going like 90. And then it probably just has nothing. Right now I'm in like third gear, I'm just pulling. I might be in fourth gear, I don't know. I'm just pulling, no problems. Feels good, it's nice and light. Everything about it's pretty easy. I'm 6'2", I don't feel like a giant on the bike. I mean, I feel a little bit bigger. I feel a little bit big on this bike just because I'm used to riding really big bikes. But I don't feel cramped, you know what I mean? I don't feel like this, you know, like I don't feel like I do on a Rebel. It's, you know, it's pretty comfortable. I'm more just thinking about how I look on the bike. And I'm just comparing that to how I look on the bike of big bikes, you know? This thing's really clean. Let's see if I scrape peg on this corner like I've been doing on every other bike. I took it a little easier, but I did not scrape peg. A little washout right here. Yeah, this thing's nice. These are great bikes. Who knows where this bike's gonna go? Could go to DC. Could go to Virginia. Could go Tennessee. Who knows? Check out the walk around video. I'll show you everything about this thing. Here's the test drive video. Bang to the gears, no problem. It's got a nice quiet sound to it. Nothing to complain about. When I'm cruising when I'm up to speed, you know what I mean? I hear the wind noise more than I hear the exhaust, which I like that. If you want a loud bike, you know what I mean? Throw some Cobra pipes on it. Wake the neighbors up, but this is nice and stock and quiet, and I personally prefer that. I think when you spend money on an exhaust, you're just buying noise. Ultimately, you're paying for hearing loss. Because the amount of power you get out of it is marginal. There's other mods you get way more power out of it. Now, at a certain point, if you modding up your bike, you know what I mean, exhaust is just a natural progression and you have to do it, but for most people, the bike has enough power. Whoa, look at that, helicopter. Look how low he is. Holy cow, what are you doing, helicopter? He's crazy low. Is he landing? That is awesome. Is he looking for something? It's a PP&L helicopter. I wonder if PP&L has helicopters to see if people are like stealing power or something like that. Man, that was cool. One time I saw a, I wish I could be in that helicopter. One time I saw a helicopter like that riding real slow, and it had a giant like chainsaw blade. It had like 15 different chainsaw like circular blades on a big rod, and it was coming and it was cutting tree lines for the power cables. It was so awesome. And it was getting low. I mean, like the blade was within like 10 feet of the ground. It was so cool. Guys, like I'm saying, it's a great bike, a lot of fun to ride. Now, if you're a real big guy, I mean, this could work, but I feel like you might want to get something a little bit bigger. It'll definitely get you down the road, you know what I mean? I've ridden double on a bike like this. Actually, a smaller bike than this, you know, but my wife's real small. But you can definitely get it done. Alright guys, that's it for the 2008 Shadow. This bike is listed at $3,300. That is cheap. That is really, really, really cheap. $3,300 for a 3,000 mile bike. That's crazy. Check out the walk around video. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you like the channel, subscribe. Remember guys, it's not what you're riding, but where you're going.